pigtails. Pigtails. They're really annoying me. My hair's straight right now. I hate when my hair is straight. It's like a mirror. Okay, anyways. So, what I wanted to make a blog about is humility because I think people are a little confused about what that means. It does not mean being quiet. If humility meant everybody should be quiet, that means nobody would go for the A plus, nobody would buy the big fancy house to house the homeless or live in, I guess. Nobody would, drive a fancy car if humility was being quiet. You know what humility means? Humility means knowing your place. That's pretty much it. I can define it for you. Let me open this up because if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe the dictionary. Humility is variously seen as the act or posture, not physically, of lowering oneself in relation to others, or conversely having a clear perspective and respect for one's place in context. So basically, if I know where I stand in this world and in this life and in my own mind's eye, I'm being humble. It's really not like they are so humble because they gave that money to charity. No, that's not really being humble. That's being kind and giving and generous, but not humble. In a religious context, this can mean a recognition of self in relation to a God, acceptance of one's defects, and submission to divine grace. So, to remain humble from a religious aspect, it is to accept that you have, flaws about you. Again, that has nothing to do with, how loud or quiet you are, or really how you're treating another person. So outside of religious context, humility is defined as self-restraint from excessive vanity and can possess moral and or ethical dimensions. Excess vanity. So what's excess vanity mean? Okay, I want to take a selfie and I want to upload it and show you guys, oh, look, I'm super happy right now. Like, look at me. That's humble. That's where I'm at. Excess vanity would be uploading a picture and being like, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm doing so much better than you. And I want it, I'm trying to tell you that and show you that. Well, how could I do that? Maybe if I uploaded 100 photos, of myself, doing the same thing, that would probably not be so humble. That, quite frankly, that might be kind of annoying. But, if humility is being quiet, then nobody's going for the A plus. And if humility is being quiet, nobody is marching, for social justice issues. Nobody's sticking up for, the underdog. Nobody is protesting against animal cruelty. No, there are no, feminists because being humble means being quiet. No, the world needs loud people. The world needs people to recognize themselves for what they have and who they are and their successes and where they've come from and what they're doing, and let everybody else know about it. And the best people are going to take their heart and they're going to back up their confidence and their success with that instead of excess vanity type of things. So a good example of that is like, okay, so I'm over here and I'm getting like a C plus average, and I'm super excited and super proud of myself, and I'm like, hey everybody, I'm getting all C's, isn't that great? And everybody's like, yay, good job, Alyssa, that's so good. And then over here I'm like, the next year I've got, an A plus 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 average, and I'm like, hey everybody, I got an A plus 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 average. And then suddenly everybody's like, why is she bragging about that? Okay, nope, still humble, still exactly where I'm at with my A plus 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 plus, which would be like a 9.0. And, it really has little to do with being loud or quiet. I should reiterate, the world needs loud people. And if you have that personality and you're excited about where you are, I think you should definitely, pat yourself on the back, Like I said the other day, kiss the mirror. Like, because you're your biggest advocate for yourself. There are a lot of people who are going to be there to be like, yay, go you, while you're on your journey. And then when you get to your, one point in your destination, they might be like, ugh, back up, because people want to see you do well, but some of those people don't want you to do better than them. And, I always talk about like my boat, like who's in my boat. I got to be careful of who's in my boat because some people are like poking holes in my boat, and that's not cool with me. I don't, I don't know. I really used to be the kind of person that just loved everybody and accepted everybody. And now it's like, well, you kind of need to deserve my love. And secondly, like, um, we, I don't know. Now I'm just blabbering. Humility isn't being loud or being quiet. And thank you for listening to the thought bubbles in my head. And I'm just really passionate about this because I feel like it's a misused word. And I'm really tired. So, peace and love. Do the damn thing. Do no harm, but take no shit. And make sure that you're proud of yourself and you stick up for yourself. And no, praising your own success is not arrogant. It's good. And you should be happy that you're, you know, where you're at.